Hey everybody, Steven here, playing Red Dead Online. I'm actually recording this in post because I just randomly happened to come across this. As you can see, there are no people driving any of these wagons right now. So just started recording and kind of messing around, and then figured I'd do any type of commentary on it in post here. So this was odd. The whole town. So I'm in Saint Denis, and as you can see, there are no people, period. So just started goofing around and trying to figure out what was going on. I didn't see any other players. I want to say maybe at one point one player goes past me, but I don't know if they noticed. Like I see, you see all the wagons just driving themselves. I didn't notice it anywhere else, but I did start trying to see like right here. Can I hop in and stop it? And then I was thinking, could I start to stack these? Right? Like grab a bunch of them. If they're all coming through an area, hop on another one and another one, just to see what would happen with this. It's really odd. I don't know, because I haven't seen this before. I've seen, glitches. I had one, and I actually posted it on the channel, where a wagon was shaking a bunch, and like it kept glitching out and turning and flipping, and was basically stacked on top of another wagon. But I haven't seen this before. Just a complete ghost town with this. And that one was interesting because it finally said that that was a wagon theft. Out of all those, that one finally was wagon theft. And my hope was, oh man, we're going to get a bunch of these going, and they're gone. Right? They start just popping out. So they'll stay there for a second, and then I guess it picks up on it, and then it just tries to get rid of it. Which I do it a couple more times, and then you'll actually see at one point where it does this, where it just completely disappears. And that one's prancing. And boom, there it is. So then you had the two disappear, right? So then I was like, all right, that's pointless. I'm not going to be able to stack them like I was thinking. Like that's not gonna go anywhere, right? So we had that, and then my next thought was like, okay, well, what happens if I start trying to, I think that was a player up there potentially, start trying to essentially set them on fire, and they'll take off, and that's about it. But like, player doesn't pop in, like nothing, and you don't see any other NPCs just standing around doing anything either. So couldn't get any of it. I didn't travel anywhere else after this. Unfortunately, I had to leave. My next thought was like, is it just in Saint Denis, or is this somewhere else also? But I know if I was to fast travel somewhere, it probably resets all of that. So I'd have to actually just like essentially use the horse to get to the next town. That is a complete miss. And another one. And the third one. So decided to tinker around with that. That doesn't change anything. And then I was like, okay, you're just trying to set them on fire. Like, is there something else that you can do? So next big question is, if you kill one of these things, what happens? Boom. Immediately disappears. So then it was, all right, let's do this a bunch. Let's see what happens. Because the other thing is, if you notice, like the wagon stays there for a second, and then that disappears. It's still there right now, but it'll disappear after that. So that won't hang out for a long period of time either. My hope with that being like, well, then I'll stack wagons, right? But that didn't actually happen. So then I just kind of go on a spree and trying to take out as many of these as I can. Not only with the rifle here, and what's interesting is like that one slows down, like it's hurt, it's not dead yet. And do you see the momentary blip where like the horse disappeared, but the kind of harness and the straps and all that stayed there? That was interesting. And then the moonshine stuff doesn't do anything. That was a blip. That was on my computer too. Then just start trying to shoot them again. But eventually I get to actually throwing axes and hatchets and all of that to see if those will actually do anything also. And it's the same thing. When you hit them with the hatchet, they basically just immediately disappear. Once the horse is gone, you can't do anything. So that was me checking to see, like, can I hop in to the wagon? And no, you can't do that. Keep waiting until they're too far away or at a weird angle to try and shoot them. And I didn't do anything. Dang, that one took bullets straight to the head too. Here we go. But yeah, same thing. I played this for about 20 plus minutes, just running around. Like, the other thing that you can notice here is, like, this doesn't charge me with anything. It may say like theft or anything, but I don't get hit with the fee. Boom, done. Done. So I'm not getting a bounty or anything on my head. This is just staying here like this. Which that was interesting also, because I mean I could just go around, be as destructive as I want, nothing's happening. And I don't know if that's dependent upon the fact that these crimes are going to be committed typically against an NPC. But it says theft for a second. It didn't even actually ultimately charge me with anything with that. Which was good, because I was doing a ton of destruction. So let's see here. I can't remember if I try and throw it at it again. No, this is just me checking it out. It'll stop. And disappear. And then I think I just go off the rails and start shooting a bunch of the horses. These ones can take some hits though. Those big ones. Like that one, I shot that thing a couple times. Didn't disappear. And with a powerful handgun too. There I go. Now I got it. Alright, well that's actually going to round out this video. I just thought this was interesting. Wanted to share with everybody. I'm sure there's a bunch of other crazy glitches on Red Dead Online. And they're just interesting and funny to see. So that's going to be it for this video. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.